Ever wondered how a game that once defined football gaming is now struggling to stay relevant? I've played PES, now eFootball, for 7 years, and I've seen everything, from the golden era of PES to the downfall of eFootball. This is the story of how PES ruled football gaming, how eFootball tried to take over, and why the game is dying today. But before we talk about its downfall, let's rewind to the good old days. There was a time when PES wasn't just a game. It was an emotion. PES had something FIFA never did: fluid, tactical gameplay, realistic ball physics and dribbling. Master League, a career mode better than FIFA's in PES 2017 and PES 2018 mobile, we even had the UEFA Champions League license. The presentation, the graphics, the atmosphere, everything felt premium. Every year, PES kept getting better, with gameplay improvements and more realism. Then came PES 2019, which introduced Unreal Engine. The game looked beautiful, but there was one problem. It became heavy for mobile devices. Many players with low-end phones struggled to run the game smoothly. Still, we gave Konami the benefit of the doubt. We thought, maybe PES 2020 will fix everything. And then, PES 2020 came, and it was goated. The dribbling was smooth, passing felt crisp, and tactics actually mattered. PES 2020 was a perfect balance between realism and fun. Even though PES 2021 was just a season update, it was still a solid football game. Due to COVID delaying everything, fans accepted it without any major complaints. But nobody knew that PES 2021 would be the last real PES game ever. Because then, Konami made the biggest mistake in franchise history. In 2021, PES was officially killed off, and in its place, Konami introduced eFootball 2022. The idea? A free-to-play football game that would replace PES forever. The reality? A nightmare. eFootball 2022's launch was a disaster. Players were glitching, passes didn't work, dribbling was broken, and let's not even talk about the graphics. Some players had eyes popping out, and cutscenes looked worse than PlayStation 2 games. PES fans were furious. Konami took away licenses that made PES feel official. Iconic mechanics like shooting and beautiful aesthetics. The game felt empty. There were barely any game modes, and playing online felt like a beta test. It was so bad that Konami had to apologize publicly. For the first time, it felt like PES was truly dead. After 2 years of struggling, Konami tried to fix eFootball. By eFootball 2024 and now eFootball 2025, the gameplay was finally playable. In fact, some people even said it was better than FIFA in terms of realism. But the biggest problems remained. Same recycled epic cards, Pirlo, Iniesta, Rummenigge, the same legends, just with different designs. Pod TW cards feel copy-paste. Mbappe, Salah, Palmer, every single week. No innovation in game modes. After so long, they finally added Strike Arena, but it's just another basic event. Pay-to-win dominance. You need meta players like Vieira, Gullit, and broken epic defenders to stay competitive. And let's not forget the ridiculous amount of unnecessary free cards. Every month, Konami releases free cards that nobody actually needs, which just floods the game with clones of the same players. eFootball improved its gameplay, but gameplay alone isn't enough to keep a game alive. Players want something fresh, and eFootball just isn't delivering. Despite the improvements, eFootball is still nowhere near its former glory. Here's why it's dying. No major licenses. Konami lost the Champions League after PES 2018. Since then, the game has never felt fully official. Lack of game modes. Where is Master League? Where are tournaments? Recycled content. Instead of innovating, they keep re-releasing the same epic players and POTW cards every week. Uninspiring updates. Most updates feel like small balance changes rather than exciting new features. No identity. Is eFootball a realistic football sim or just a pay-to-win card game? Nobody knows. PES had an identity. It was the game for football purists. eFootball, it's a game stuck in an identity crisis. And now, even loyal PES fans are quitting. Right now, eFootball is in a weird position. The gameplay is actually decent, but the lack of features, licenses, and content is killing it. So the real question is, will Konami finally wake up and save eFootball, or will they let it fade into obscurity? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.